Hey planner friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the month of May in my medium pattern planner. Better late than never. Let's get started. So the kit that I'm using for May is this Booked and Busy monthly from Plannerface. I do PR for Plannerface, so you can use my code in the description to save yourselves a little bit of money and also mention me for a freebie. As always with my monthly spreads, I'm starting off by shading in the top of the calendar boxes on days where I'm not going to be at work. So there's a few bank holidays this month and I also have an extra day of annual leave booked off as well. And I'm just highlighting over all of those with this pink Stabilo pastel highlighter, which is going to be my theme colour for the month of May. As you can see on the page, because I use a Monday start pattern planner, there are 6 weeks in the May calendar, so I'm going to be using a lot more of the box covers that come in the kit. I've trimmed these down so they fit nicely over the grey boxes at the top, and then I'm going to layer over my May script from Plannerface on top of those. These 6-week months are always a little bit more difficult because I don't do them quite as often, but I think I'm getting in the swing of doing them with a Plannerface kit now. I decided to use all of the grey boxes along the top of this calendar so that I could keep that kind of consistent pattern across all 6 boxes up there. And then on the grey boxes at the bottom of the calendar, I'm going to use the flat lay washi header from the kit and also one of the decorative boxes that is also a flat lay, so it kind of looks like it goes together. Also, whenever I'm covering up the grey boxes for days that aren't in the month, I try to put the stickers inside the lines of the calendar rather than outside, so you still kind of have that black border around the outside of the sticker. The 6-week months in a pattern planner are always kind of annoying to me because whenever I think of a calendar that goes on to 6 weeks, I would put, for this case, 30 and 31 on the Monday and Tuesday at the top of the calendar so that I could still have a full box for every day, but it wouldn't be as squished up as it is in this planner. Because as you'll see when we actually get into the planning, there are some days in this spread where I just can't fit all of the things that I need to fit into the box. So now we've got all of the grey boxes covered up, I can add in the date covers. So I'm laying Wednesday back to Monday and then trimming Sunday off the left hand side. And then I'm laying down Thursday to Saturday, trimming the sidebar header off and laying Sunday down on that side. As I've said in all of my monthly plan with me's, Plannerface does do a Monday start add-on strip, but it still has Monday to Thursday on one side, so I'd have to trim it anyway for a pattern planner. With the way that I lay down these date covers, the days do go a little bit off centre from the actual boxes, but it's not noticeable enough for me to worry. So next I've cut 2 1cm strips from the second header piece and I'm using those just to fill in that space above the date covers. Once I started laying down these 1cm strips, I realised that I wasn't 100% sure on having these 2 patterns so close to each other, but in the final spread I think it looks okay. I just really wasn't keen on it when those were the only 2 patterns that were down on the page. Now we can move on to the sidebar, and as always I've cut down part of the decorative sidebar from the kit to cover the people to see and the monthly focus box, and then I'm using 2 of the 4 hot checklists to cover up the things to learn and places to go boxes to change those into goals and to buy. I trimmed down the decorative sidebar on the sticker paper because it's quite a big cut and there's a lot of stickers under it which makes it really bumpy, but for the boxes underneath I've just trimmed them all in one long line once they're already down on the page so that I get a nice straight line. Moving on to the work and personal project sections, I'm using the 2 skinny pieces of washi from the kit because they fit pretty perfectly over these 2 headers. So for the work project section, that's going to be where I put my mini calendar, which at the moment I'm using to track dog walking, and then for the personal project section, this is where I'm going to put my monthly actions from my Marks Your Life Compass assessment. And it's May the 2nd when I'm recording this and I have not picked out my monthly actions for the month of May. To cover up the break it down header, I've cut 6mm chunks from the leftover bits of box cover, and that is going to become the header for my habit tracker. I'm then going to start adding in all of my date flags, and as normal, these are the only kind of stickers that I use tweezers for. I just find I don't get as much hand cramp if I use tweezers for these, but if I tried to lay down 31 date flags with just my fingers, then my hand will cramp really badly. Once we've got all of the date flags in, the only things left to add into the base are my habit tracker and my mini calendar for tracking walks. The mini calendar is a printable that I just print on sticker paper, and the habit tracker is something that I make in Excel and print off on sticker paper as well. So that's the base done, now we can actually plan out the month. So the first thing that I'm marking using one of the holiday strips on the 2nd is the early May bank holiday here in the UK. Next I'm going to add in my first set of bills for the month, and as usual I've taken the bill due sticker from the kit and cut it down horizontally so that it just says bill, and that's so it doesn't take up so much space in my planner, which is especially important in one of these slightly cramped 6-week spreads. The 3rd is also going to be the first day in my new team at work, so I'm using a skinny event label and a heart doodle from the kit to mark that in. I'm also working from home that day, and throughout the rest of this spread I'll be using these little laptop icons from Plannerface, which have now been discontinued, to mark in all of my work from home days. On the 5th I'm using a regular event label to mark in my first PT session of the month, and then I'm adding a bin doodle onto the Friday to remind me that that is our bin day. On Tuesday the 10th, that is one of my friend's birthdays, so I'm using one of the birthday labels from the kit, overlaid with a present doodle, to mark that in. The 12th of May is ME and Chronic Fatigue Awareness Day, so I'm using another one of the holiday labels to mark that in. I then remembered that I had more bills due on the 6th, so I'm going back to that Friday to add in another bill due sticker. On Friday the 13th we have some provisional plans for some friends to come over for drinks, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to happen on that Friday or possibly the Saturday after instead. So I'm just using the wine doodle and an event label from the kit to mark that in, but it might change, and that's why I love using reusable stickers. On the 19th, this is the day where I can't really fit everything in that I want to, so I'm using a regular event label to mark in my next PT session, and it's also my friend's birthday, so I'm just using one of the birthday present doodles from the kit to mark that in, and I moved the sticker around way too much to kind of try and figure out how I was going to fit all of this stuff into that little box. I'm still not happy with how I fitted all this in, but I can't think of a better way to do it, so that's what I'm going with for now. I'm then going to add in some more of the bin doodles to mark in our bin days, and also one of the payday flags from the kit to mark in my payday for the month. Next I've got my little Gemini symbol to mark the start of that star sign, and then I'm going to add in another bill due sticker on the 25th for my last set of bills for the month. The 26th is my mum's birthday, so I'm using another one of the birthday labels from the kit, again overlaid with a present doodle to mark that in. I'm pretty sure April and May are my 2 biggest birthday months, but August is still pretty birthday heavy as well, and that includes my birthday, so it is the best. Next I'm using one of the full boxes from the kit to mark in a very important event that is happening on the 28th. So on this day I am going to see My Chemical Romance, which is a gig that I've been waiting for since the pandemic started, because I bought the original tickets in January 2020, and also I haven't seen My Chemical Romance live since about 2011-2012, which has been way too long. It's going to be a full-on elder emos day out, I think. The final thing to mark in for this month is my aunt's birthday on the 30th, and then we can go back in and fill in all of my plans for the month using my gold Jelly Roll pen and also my usual Pilot Friction pen. So this month was a little bit of a weird one to plan work-wise, because I've been in the same team for the past like 2 and a bit years, and I've known exactly what I'm doing month to month, like with rotas and stuff, whereas in my new team I need to be retrained in certain things and do my training in other areas, so I can't really plan in any rotated stuff because I'm not trained to be on any of their rotas yet. So yeah, this spread is looking a little bit more empty than I was expecting, but I know that I can still keep my work from home days exactly the same, and I have a few really exciting social things to be doing this month as well. The other thing that is a little bit weird about planning for this May is that usually we would have 2 bank holidays in May in the UK, but one of them has been pushed back into June because of the Queen's Jubilee, so there's only the 1 bank holiday. With there usually being 4 Mondays in May and 2 of them being bank holidays, I do sometimes take the other 2 Mondays off and call it a no Monday May, but this month, because there's 5 Mondays and only 1 of them is a bank holiday, I decided not to bother with that. It's a little bit too much annual leave to use for just a running joke. As always, if you want to see how this spread evolves over the month, make sure that you're following me on Instagram, and I will try and remember to post a few update spreads of this. But that is it for my pre-planning for May in 2022. So that's everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!